Hey, Modern Math teacher. Welcome to this week's episode of the Modern Math Teacher podcast. And we're going to kick it off with another question asking you about AI. So, when you hear people talk about AI for lesson planning in particular, I want to know, does it sound helpful or does it sound like one more thing that you're just supposed to figure out? Okay. Because lately, you guys, I've noticed that like lesson plan AI has been marketed as the magic solution to everything, planning faster, differentiating instantly, automating all the hard parts of teaching. And yet, you guys, so many teachers are telling me things like, you know what, I tried it and it felt more overwhelming than before. Like I could have just done this on my own in my own way and it would have been better or just as good. So today I want to get really, really honest with you about the question, what do teachers actually need from AI when it comes to lesson planning? And what do we not need at all? Okay. And again, you guys, the problem isn't AI. It's the fact that we have too many freaking options. Here's the reality, you guys. Teachers, we are not short on tools, platforms, apps, suggestions. We got it all. If you Google AI tools for education, you're going to get a bajillion and a half results. That is a factual number, just so we know. Okay. What we are short on, though, is time, mental energy, and decision making capacity. Okay. So when every AI tool promises to do everything for you, it creates this like new kind of cognitive overload. And that's the opposite of what teaching with this technology should feel like. Okay. Good technology reduces noise, bad technology amplifies it, it adds to it. Okay. So there are so many lesson plan generators that just fall flat. A lot of them are going to create those really super generic lessons. They ignore your students, they miss your instructional goals, and they flatten those rich tasks into a printable worksheet. Ooh, and man, let me tell you, we all know that you created that worksheet with AI. It's got so many tells, like that bar, that division bar. I see it. I know it. I 100% know that you made that one with our good friend Chatty G. And listen, Chatty G is not the enemy, but you need to be using the right tools for the right things. Okay. We're not trying to just undermine ourselves, our expertise and reduce it to this garbage. Okay. We're just not. You're here because you're better than that. Okay. We need something that doesn't just optimize speed, we want quality of things. Okay. So teaching is not just about producing a lesson plan, it's about making those hundreds of thousands of micro decisions every single day, right? What are my students going to struggle with? Where should I pause? What questions will move this thinking forward? What can I just let go of? And it will be okay. AI that doesn't support those decisions isn't actually helpful to you. Okay. I said what I said. Here's where this conversation needs to shift. Okay. Teachers do not need AI to write lesson plans for them. You just don't. Teachers need AI tools to support the parts of planning that are mentally draining, but pedagogically important. For example, okay, lesson planning with AI is useful when it helps you generate multiple versions of a task to support differentiation for the learners in your classroom. It is helpful when it helps you anticipate misconceptions before class happens. Okay. It is helpful when it helps you draft those reflection questions aligned to your goal. We've talked about the importance of a quick reflection at the end. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. It can be short, simple, quick. Using AI can help you make that faster, okay? It is helpful also for creating feedback stems, right? So that you can use those to get you started on giving feedback to the students, okay? Notice the pattern here. AI isn't replacing your judgment, it's supporting your decision making. That's the difference between helpful and harmful technology use, okay? Now, I think one of the most overly looked benefits of using AI well is your energy preservation. Okay. When teachers feel overwhelmed, instruction suffers. We know that. Okay. Not because they don't care. Obviously, we care, but because the decision fatigue is so real. Okay. Educational technology in any form, right? Trends that actually help teachers with that technology, things that help reduce planning friction, clarify instructional goals, and support consistency across your lessons. Consistency is key. Okay. Things that hurt teachers, technology and otherwise, the do everything platforms. That's overwhelming. That's way too many things that it could do, and it probably does not a great job at it. Okay. Constant tool switching. You do not need 10 different tech tools to do something. You just don't. Okay. And you do not need a one size fits all lesson generation. You are the expert of your classroom. You know your students, you know your content, you know how to design a lesson that is going to meet and support all of those needs. Okay. AI should be helping you feel more grounded, not more scattered. It should be amplifying your expertise, not replacing your expertise. Okay. So if we zoom out, this really connects back to like the problem solving, the productive struggle, the student thinking that we want in our classrooms. Because when teachers can plan better questions, that are more intentional, feedback that's more strategic, in those cases, then the struggle is protected instead of rescued. And AI can help you prepare for those moments before your students walk in the room. That's the key here. We want AI to be used as a tool to support us. We don't need just a generative AI lesson plan generator. Ooh, that's a lot of generous. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We don't need a general AI lesson plan for our classroom. We need something that is going to be strategic and focused and helpful for us and our students. Okay. It's not automation. We want something that helps us with thoughtful preparation. And that's exactly why I designed my AI training with the Bureau of Ed Research the way that I did. And I want to be very clear that what this training is and what it is not, right? This is not a sit and get session. This is a make and take experience because you've given up a full day to sit there with me and learn all about how to use tools effectively as a math teacher. So I'm going to show you, and we are going to workshop, and you are going to take these things and implement them the next day with your students. We're going to make activities you can use in your classroom tomorrow, okay? We are going to talk about how you can use it to help with lesson planning, not a one size fits all. I don't want to call any individual company out, but a couple are coming to mind, those one size fits all lesson plans. That's not for you, okay? We're going to talk about how to use it like an expert. We write prompts aligned to real units to get you real results in the classroom. We create materials you can use immediately, right? And you leave with the work done, not just ideas of what you might find useful in the future. And remember, you guys, I'm offering this live training in March and in April. And if you're listening to this now, it's likely that the March episode has passed, and April is the very last chance that I'm going to be presenting this session. So I will include the sign up link so you can join us live. Your schools can pay for it. You probably even get BER things sent to your school all the time. So it's not something new for your district. Okay. And hey, listen, I know not everyone can make the training. I get it. I still want to make sure that you have support when it comes to AI. So you can download my ultimate tools for AI math teachers guide, where I'm going to break down which tools are actually worth your time because, shocker, a bunch of them aren't. How to use lesson plans for AI without feeling that overwhelm, and practical examples for your real math classroom. That link is going to be included here as well. All right, you guys, here is your next step for this week. And again, it's intentionally super manageable for you. I want you to pick one lesson that you are already planning for either this week, right? Because this drops on Tuesday. So something you're planning Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and use AI to, one, predict where your students might struggle, two, draft you two reflection questions, and three, help write you a feedback prompt instead of just like generating solution. Okay. You don't need more tools. You just need better support. Okay. So, lesson planning with AI isn't about doing less thinking, it's about protecting your energy so you can do the thinking that actually matters. And when AI supports teachers instead of overwhelming them, you guys, it can become that really powerful ally and not just another burden. All right, you guys, that's a wrap on this week. Until next time, I want you to keep experimenting in your classroom. Keep reminding yourself that you are the expert and nothing is going to replace you. And keep that energy going with you. We're almost there. We're in March. The end of the school year is near. It's crazy to think, but it's true. All right, guys, until next time, keep it real.